and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Newsflash, asshole. I've been hearing it the whole goddamn time.
So good.
There's table's Dr. Syintist.
Remember when your mom jokes were a thing? Now your mom jokes are old, boring, and stupid. Like your mom.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, lacrosse, it's Algonquin for blood sport.
Sport?
It's Algonquin for blood sport. Welcome to Plotty Time.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well fucking that demon is still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random
If
dude.
you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for me.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another brand new episode of Plotty Time. Come to our live streaming event Sunday, June 8th. That's a couple days from now. Myself, Poppascotch, cooking with Marcus. We're going to be streaming something.
It'll be sweet.
Sunday.
It'll be a blood sport.
It will be whatever that means, weirdo. Come to YouTube. Go to YouTube. You can check it out. You could watch it there. You can catch it after the fact.
Watch it on Twitch live.
Watch on Twitch live. Follow myself at Poppascotch. Follow at Cooking W Marcus.
Good stuff.
I watched the Bash Brothers Experience. Do you guys remember this?
The wrestling tag team?
No, it's the Mark McGuire thing.
Oh, that's
from,
who they
Yes.
were.
From Lonely Island, right?
Yes. It's still hilarious and stupid as hell.
Oh, it's not like an actual documentary?
No, it's like a 35-minute musical about
Okay.
Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco in the 90s when they both played for Oakland.
When did that come out? I remember watching it.
I think it was pre-pandemic, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it had to be.
Like 2019 or 2018.
Wow. I remember it being good, though.
Wasn't one of the songs she wants to fuck me with the jersey on. Oakland Knights.
Oh, damn.
It's hilarious. If you hear Bash Brothers Experience, it's a musical about Oakland A's in the 90s. If you're like, I don't know, I think I might be, you'll love it.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
If you never heard of any of those words, they don't make sense to you, then you could skip it. It's fine. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's Andy Samberg and the other guy, right? Just the two of them.
Yes.
I can't think of his name. Not important.
No.
I also started watching Severance Season 2.
Well, I've heard it's good. I heard it ends a little weak.
I've only seen the first episode so far, but it's kind of like a reset, and I had to go back and watch a YouTube video that explained to me where we were.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot where we were at the end of season 1. But it's a weird show. It's definitely strange.
I've definitely seen a lot of parodies on it.
Is it good, though?
I really liked the first season, and people say the second one's really good. You know, I'll work my way through it, but I think it's pretty good. It's very weird. It's very eerie when their worlds start to like blend into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where they go to work and
They have to.
they don't remember. when they
Yeah,
come
they're like
back.
two different people, work people and regular people.
But your work version of you knows that when you retire, like that's the end of your life. Like you're just going to be gone.
You don't get to go back to your normal person?
No, they just forget that part.
Oh, that person will be gone.
Not
Okay.
not really dead.
Yeah. All right. Well, boo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the fewest things I don't want to remember is my
I
time
would love
at
to
work.
not know what I do at work.
I know.
I'm so miserable there.
Imagine you step on an elevator, you hear a bing, and then automatically, like that quickly, the elevator's going back up and you're going home. It's the end of the day.
That'd be fucking perfect.
Yeah,
I wish
it's
every
like-
day at work was like that.
It's like getting anesthesia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck it. I do it.
So 2 for 2. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I can't believe you'd want to remember being at work.
I don't know. The show makes some arguments. You know what I mean? Maybe you got to watch it and find out for yourself or whatever.
All right,
I'm pretty
maybe
sure
I
they're
will.
bad arguments.
Maybe I'll check
You're
it.
a bad argument.
I like Adam Scott.
I do like Adam Scott though. Well, that's kind of like the movie I watched.
Oh, yeah?
yeah?
What'd you watch?
It was a movie called Hostile Dimensions.
Okay.
It sounds
I've never
very
even heard of
samey.
this.
It starts out with like this. It's kind of a found footage thing, but this like famous tagger or fucking graffiti artist.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to like this place and starts doing it, and they come across this door just standing in the middle of a floor, like a whole like warehouse floor. And
All right.
and you walk around it, and one way you can see through it, and there's something through it, the door. and the other way there's nothing. And then the person gets drug in by something, and it kind of just like goes online as this thing. So these other people go to figure out what happened, and they find the door and they bring it to their house, and they find out the door goes to other dimensions.
But you can't choose.
No.
Is it like
Hey,
random?
they explain it later.
Okay. All right.
It's basically kind of random at first, but they try and go and save the person who was taken.
Right. All right.
But it was pretty interesting. It's your typical fucking.
It's kind of like that movie where the guy has that drug that brings you to different times. And it depends where you do it or whatever.
Yeah. What you're thinking of when you do it.
Yeah.
What was the name again?
Hostile Dimensions.
This, as you're describing, is this new? Is this the first time you've seen it?
I think it's the first time I've seen it. I didn't get it from you guys talking about it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I haven't either, but as you're talking about it, I'm like, did I see this?
Yeah.
Because it feels so familiar.
I'm sure there's other movies like it. They travel through alternate dimensions to uncover the truth about a graffiti artist who has vanished. It was all right.
That sounds right down my alley.
Okay. Oh, it's 80 minutes.
Yeah, it's right in the slap pocket.
Yeah.
Snap, slap.
I think you'd like it. It's at least interesting.
Yeah, I'll check it out, man. I mean, it's got to be better than the movie I watched.
Oh, yeah?
I watched the Minecraft movie.
Oh, really? Was that bad?
Oh, did you?
I didn't think it was bad, actually.
Oh.
It's child shit, you know.
Well, that's
it's
what
a
it is.
PG-13 or PG movie. Kid stuff. I still enjoyed it.
Do you have to play Minecraft to get it?
No, I was annoyed that there weren't more references.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's no, you never see the Ender Dragon. They don't even go fishing in the fucking movie.
What? I didn't even know you could do that in Minecraft.
There's no enchantment tables.
What? How do you even call it the Minecraft movie?
I know.
You know?
You wanted it to be more like D&D, but Minecraft? The new Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah, where there's a whole bunch. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to have every little thing or else it'd take the whole fucking movie, but it was still enjoyable, I guess. I mean, a couple times I snickered.
Are there creepers?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's the only thing I really know about
creepers,
Minecraft.
Zombies.
Pigmen? Those are a thing,
Yes. They're the main enemy, the pigmen. But yeah, I don't know. I like Minecraft and I dug it.
Do they do something like putting blocks in an order and then all of a sudden a fucking pickaxe appears?
Yes.
Oh.
He shows you the crafting table. He's like, here, just throw this stuff on it and hit it. And he's like, whoa, look at that. I mean, it's not bad, especially if you know kids who want to see it. I mean, they're probably annoying as hell to watch it with, but you know, check it out if you like Minecraft at all.
Okay.
There's some fucking songs in it that were just stupid, but you know.
Yeah, it's Minecraft.
It's Jack Black, so he had to throw something in there.
Oh, he's in that?
He's the main guy.
He's Steve, isn't he?
Yeah, Steve.
Is Steve actually in Minecraft, or is that just the name they
That's
gave
the name
somebody?
of the main character. Yeah, who you play as.
Oh, Jason Momoa's in it too?
Yeah, he plays a world record holder for a video game from 1989.
Fuck, that's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
It's a pretty sweet backstory for him.
Stifler's mom's in it?
Yup, she's in it. Yeah, give it a watch if you feel like watching a PG movie.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, when I was watching this movie, I wish I would have been watching Minecraft movie.
Oh,
Because
yeah?
I saw, have you guys seen Oddity?
Oddity, no.
No. MTV oddities?
Well, no, because those are sick.
I know, right? The Head. Others.
Others. Aeon Flux was part of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So is The Max.
Is it a psychic medium attempts to uncover the truth?
Yes.
Oh, you're saying it's bad?
I thought it was slow. It got a lot of good reviews and people really liked it, but I don't know. It was basically this woman is on the phone with her husband. She's like, they live at some kind of like restored castle type of place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she's there finishing it up and he's at work in London, the city. And someone basically attacks her, kills her in the house. And then we flash forward and he's with this woman from work. And he brings her to the house and his wife's twin sister shows up and says, you know, we have to talk. And then they start doing the psychic stuff. And
See, the psychic stuff kind of turns me off.
Yeah.
Is it
supernatural?
It's supernatural. Like, it's a horror film. It's trying to be spooky with made up shit like that. It's not.
Yeah.
It's fine. I thought it was a little slow. I thought it was a little boring. I thought it was kind of predictable, but you could definitely pick worse movies.
Yeah.
And a lot of people really liked it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oddities, huh?
Just Oddity.
Oddity. The Irish movie, or no?
Is it Irish? It might be, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is, because all of their names were familiar yet spelled wrong.
Nice.
Yeah, and what else? That's all I watched. I played more. I got a couple more endings in Atomfall.
Oh, you actually did it.
I did. I got the voice on the phone.
Oh,
I know what that is.
That's a
Yeah.
great ending. I love that one. That's the best one.
The voice on the phone's a person, or I think they're just as you're walking around, you find the famous British telephone booths, the Doctor Who machines, as people call them,
The police
and
booth, yeah.
phones ring, and you hop in, and it's just a voice on the radio telling you what to do during the course of the game, and you could listen to it and do what it says or not.
So it's like the movie Phone Booth?
Kind of.
Except for
But
leave.
you can leave the phone booth.
Leave. I said like.
Yes, that was one of the people. There's Mama Yago, who is with I'm not going to go through all these. There's 5. I did the voice on the phone one, which did get me out, and I did Joyce, who was trying to steal the data for the artifact they found and ended up betraying you and interrogating you.
So you did 2 other. So you have 3 under your belt.
I have
now?
three down. 3 down.
2 more to go next week.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I played a couple of games.
No.
Yeah. First one I
What?
played was called Inkulinati, kind of like Illuminati, but with ink in the name instead.
Inkle and not.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of a strategy game. You have the artwork's like medieval artwork where they have like little bunnies and stuff with like spears or a dog with a bow or something like that.
All right. Yeah.
And you're going across parchment trying to fight somebody else's army on the other side. The snail's pretty banging. He can just swallow anything whole. It was okay. I got pretty bored with it.
Yeah.
It's fun for a while, but then it just gets repetitive. It's not very difficult. So I started up another game called Citizen Sleeper.
Okay.
It's like
What's that one?
It's a story text-based, kind of like Disco Elysium.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you wake up on a space station and you're a robot. And you don't remember how you got there, and you just got to try and like do jobs to make money and go around figuring out what's happening on the station and stuff. It's pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. It's different for me anyway. You might like it, Chump Slap. I don't know. It's not as good as Disco Elysium so far, but of course what is.
Yeah, I know, right?
But there's kind of like shady stuff going on, and you can kind of piss people off and they won't talk to you anymore and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
It is really funny you mentioned Disco Elysium because, I'm wrapping up Atomfall. I'm trying to think about what I'm doing next. I keep saying I'm going to play Disco Elysium, so I was like, maybe just do it. Just do it. Just start it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I go to download it, and it's like, you got to purchase it. I was like, what the fuck? Apparently, it was on PlayStation Plus as a free game for a long time, and it has since been pulled.
Those bastards. That's why you have to have it on your system.
Yeah.
And it's like the full price. It's like $40. I
Oh,
probably
yeah.
could have got it on sale for like $5 at some point and just never did.
Yeah,
I
just
thought I
wait for
owned
it to be on sale again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. It's on the list. I'm gonna do it, but I still don't know what to play next.
Disco
Would it
Elysium.
be crazy if I played Far Cry 6? Is that crazy?
Did you play it already?
No, I did not play that
Is
one.
that the one in Montana?
That was 5.
Okay.
I played the shit out of that one.
No, I don't think it'd be crazy.
No.
I mean, it's a fun, just mindless thing to do.
Yeah, it's good when you got kids running around in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had occurred to me that eventually I have to stop playing like zombies in front of this kid.
No. Just put a
You're probably
screen
right.
in front of him.
There you go. Perfect.
Just give him a controller with the cord cut.
I'll just give him a PS4 controller.
There
Nailed
you go.
it.
Yeah, it'll work. But yeah, man, I didn't play shit this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nothing. All right.
Yeah,
Well-
I just wasn't feeling it. You know how to do.
Yeah, I get it.
I played enough zombies for both of us.
I'm sure
So-
you
You should have
cool.
called and invited him to a zombies game.
He
I
doesn't
don't
have the
new
zombies.
one. I don't have the
No.
new Doots.
Season 4 is coming out very soon as of recording this. It's probably out already now. But I'm like, when are we bringing back Outbreak, guys? Where's Outbreak?
I thought they promised that.
I just want
Maybe I
look.
made that
I'm glad we got 5 maps. I think that's cool. They brought out 3 since release day, which is nuts. Like that's great. And I think that the people that love round base, that's awesome. I want a more chill zombie experience somehow. And like Outbreak was perfect.
A chill zombie experience?
I know it's all insane right now. Like, why can't we just have a second to fucking breathe?
Yeah, man.
In Outbreak, you could go with your friend and be like, I'm going to ride this motorcycle over this jump and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I get attacked by like 5 zombies. Be like, where'd you go? Oh my God.
Or you can clear out a place and you can actually stand there for a second, go take a piss, come back and not be dead.
That would be cool too.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, let's move on to the vibe check.
Yeah, give
Let's
me
check
one.
those vibes.
What the fuck are we doing?
All right. That was our transition into the vibe check now. Got some stuff here for you guys. First one. Okay, so there was a moment where Chump Slap mentioned this and we kind of blew past it because he wasn't sure if it was real or if he hallucinated it. But there is a rumor, a real one, and that he did properly recall that Half-Life 3 is being tested.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
No.
I did too. I assumed it was.
I wasn't sure.
It turns out you were right, and that was a thing, like a rumor being kicked around. And there was an article that came out that really made me stop and like think for a second, because it said, and the title is, "It looks like we're going to get Half-Life 3 before GTA 6 and The Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, sick.
And I'm like, that's
soon.
fucking nuts.
Well, I mean, it should have come before the next game, I guess, but
Yeah, they usually don't.
Half-Life 3 should have been out 20 years ago.
I feel like Valve usually just announces and drops it in like 2 weeks. Like, is
Maybe
that
Portal 3 is coming in. I'm saying it now.
Orange Box 2?
When was the last time they dropped a game?
Portal 2, I think.
That was 2014.
I don't know. Maybe there could be other Valve games that I just don't know about. But
Isn't fucking one of the MMO things Valve game?
maybe
I think I vaguely know what you're talking about.
Valve.
Yeah, I'm looking. Counter-Strike, Ricochet, Defeat, Counter-Strike,
Dota, Left 4 Dead. Yeah. No, I don't know if they've
Team
come out with
Fortress,
anything.
Left 4 Dead. Maybe not.
They've just been doing Steam,
Half-Life, Dota.
making money from Steam and just saying
Counter-Strike.
fucking it.
Well, they did Half-Life Alyx, I get. Unless
Oh,
2020.
yeah. You ever play that?
No, it never came out for PS, PlayStation, or 4 or 5 or whatever.
It was VR, right?
It was.
Oh, surprised.
And I
they
think
never did
someone
that.
put out a mod where you could like un-3D it.
Oh, really? That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I just think that's crazy. Like, because I'd written off Half-Life 3. Like, I just assumed it was never happening.
Yeah, like everything else that they do.
So I was like, we've seen the internet where they had the meme, where Valve could never get to 3. Remember that?
Yeah.
That came and went and was dead for years. We had given up on Half-Life 3.
Exactly.
But it might happen. Like, that's insane. I just thought that was worth noting.
Wow. What if they did Portal 3, Half-Life 3, Team Fortress 3, all in the same box?
They don't have the fucking balls. to
Yeah,
do
you
that.
got the guts, Valve.
They don't have
That'd
the
be like a $150 box for
balls.
those games.
Yeah. Left 4 Dead 3.
So, other news, PS5 fans furious as Microsoft ships Doom the Dark Ages with just 85 megs on the disc.
Yeah. Shake a fist at the sky. No shit. What the fuck do you think they were going to do?
Put the game on the disc? That's what people thought.
People are dumb then.
I hate it. I wish they put full games on disc so you could at least play it in the future if
Yeah.
servers went offline. But yeah, I think it's just like, what are we doing? Why would you even bother with a physical copy if all you're going to do is basically put a download code in it?
Because people like to have like libraries. Especially if the disc is going to be dead in 20 years or whatever. Deteriorated.
Yeah, well, then they might as well just give you a code, right?
Yeah, might as well. Sons of bitches.
But yeah, the physical community's not physical community. I don't know, the physical collecting community, they're mad about it.
Yeah, well, that's
So-
the way it is now. Get used to
Okay,
it.
you hear that, guys? Suck it the fuck up. That comes from Chump Slap.
Like, I'm not a fan of it either, but, I miss having cool collector's editions and stuff. But
Also in the news this week, 200 Overwatch devs vote to unionize at Activision Blizzard, and good for them.
yeah, fucking A. You do you, Overwatch devs.
Yeah, get it done. Good job. Hopefully more places unionize. We need those unions back. Holy shit.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Dr. Scientist has no thoughts. That's okay. We'll move on.
No.
He loves his union.
Do you guys want to hear some bullshit? Like
Yeah,
some
sure.
total hot bullshit.
Is it hot goss?
No, it's some bullshit.
All right, yeah. That's even better.
I'll just read they wrote it better than I ever could. Here we go. Rockstar's arguably, quote, been putting out a new GTA release a couple of times a year, end quote, says Take-Two CEO, who reckons GTA Online updates could count as, quote, standalone games.
Idiots.
Yeah, one heist. Oh, yeah, it's a standalone game. What is this, 1993? Come on, man.
It is some bullshit. And how do you say that when the last game came out in 2013?
You can say whatever
Come
you want,
on.
man.
12 years? It's going to be 13? Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
Hit that button again. What the fuck are we doing here?
Oh, I got to find it.
oh, that sounded exactly like it.
What the fuck are we doing?
There you go. There's also this one.
When you eat farts in a bathtub.
There's some good Dr. Scientist quotes. I'll sprinkle them in the rest of the episode.
Yeah, you can fuck food.
I do have the fucking food one. Where is it?
You can fuck food all you want.
Okay, enough of this. All right, last piece of news I'll leave you guys on. Do you guys remember in 2022, I had told you that they're going to make a BioShock movie at Netflix?
I do remember that.
I just assumed it wasn't going to happen.
You know what? I did too. I forgot about it. I probably said whatever. It's not a thing. Well, we got an update.
Okay.
They hired a new writer for the upcoming movie. So that's all they got. That's the only update.
Nice.
Oh.
So they've been writing it for 3 years, and they said they need a new writer.
Yep.
Yeah, they hired a new writer, Justin Rhodes. He's the latest. He wrote Terminator Dark Fate and contributed to the CGI anthology series Secret Level on Prime Video.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I mean, it's not much news, but hey, they're still working on it
I'd like to see it.
someday.
Yeah. Maybe with the success of Fallout, people will be more into seeing gritty, cool-looking video game shit.
You gotta think that's playing a part, right?
Right?
People see how hot that is, and they're like, "And The Last of Us."
It was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess people aren't liking season 2 as much. I haven't watched any of it yet.
Yeah, me neither. Don't really
I'm
care.
gonna wait till it's done. Oh, you just don't give a shit? You're done?
Yeah, I mean, what's this? The second game? It's just fucking revenge, and I don't think it was nearly as good as the first game, story-wise.
No, I don't think it was as good. There's a lot of shocking stuff too,
Yeah.
for the sake of being shocking. And did we talk about it? Did we ever get into that? I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, anyway, BioShock movies still slowly inching forward. So
That's good news.
yeah, that's good news. Let me. I'm gonna press the transition button real quick. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm
He
ready.
fucks it.
Nope, hit the wrong button. Try that again.
I like the other transition better.
All right, let's get into the game, gentlemen. How about it?
Yep.
Let's do it.
This week, we are talking about, obviously, one of the most popular games that has ever existed that everybody knows about. It's called Michigan Report from Hell.
Amazing.
It was released August 5th, 2004. Not a lot going on around this time, but I do have 3 games. August 3rd, 2004, Doom 3 came out. That was a big one at the time.
Hell yeah, it was. Damn.
Yeah.
August 24th, a game I've never played, a series I've never played, but I've heard about it. Beautiful Joe came out.
Oh, those are sometimes fun.
Yeah, those platformers.
Beat 'em up's more like it.
Okay.
And then September 7th, Silent Hill 4, The Room.
Never heard of it.
I think I played it and hated it.
Ooh.
I distinctly remember
the play
playing
it
1,
and
2,
hate?
and 3. The old play and hate, yeah.
All right.
But you got to play if you're going to hate. You can't just hate, right?
You can. This is
Aye,
America.
Yeah. You don't need to be right about your opinions in America.
Not anymore if you just say it often enough.
Right about your opinion.
No, lots of opinions. People's opinions are wrong.
Well, that's an opinion.
That's a fact. Take it. Stamp it.
Speaking of facts, the box office that week, number 6, Catwoman.
Oh, the Halle Berry movie.
Yeah,
The one and
August
only.
5th, 2004.
That was terrible.
No, wait till you hear what number 5 is. It must have been in theaters a while. Spider-Man 2.
Which Spider-Man is that? Tobey Maguire?
Second one.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
Number 4, iRobot.
It's an all right sci-fi, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay.
Here's one I didn't see coming. Number 3, The Manchurian Candidate.
Is that another Will Smith movie?
I don't think
No,
so.
it's Denzel Washington.
Yeah, it's Denzel and Liev Schreiber.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, The Bourne Supremacy.
Eh,
I think this is the second Bourne movie.
I never watched those movies, but I never had a reason not to watch them.
they're action.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. But
They were very revolutionary for their time, the way they shot the action to make it more like frenetic.
Yeah.
But I could see how you watch one and you're like, okay, that's enough of that series.
Yeah. 'cause-
First one's good. Anyway,
Whatever.
number 1 that week, The Village.
Ugh.
yeah, fuck M. Night Shyamalan.
That's when we were all like, holy shit, this is the follow-up to The Sixth Sense guy.
Yeah, right.
This is gonna be tight. That was this week.
That's the first time you're like, let me guess. This is how it ends. So obvious.
Michigan Report from Hell was released for PlayStation 2 in only Japan and the EU. So no North America release.
Gotta get a copy.
Developed by Grasshopper Manufacturer, published by Spike. It is a single-player survival horror camera operator sim.
Yeah, cameraman.
There you go.
Dr. Syintist, you picked it. So how about you lead us into the game here and tell us what it's all about?
All right, the little prelude to this is that it's all in Chicago, even though it's called Michigan. It's off of Lake Michigan. But a plane crashes into the lake, and then this like dense fog kind of goes and spreads out all across the lake, and they evacuate all around it. And Chicago is near Lake Michigan, so that's where they are. And these reporters go out and try and report on what's happening and figure things out.
So many reporters from the same fucking TV company.
Yeah. Only one TV company, and they kept sending reporters.
Yeah.
There's a couple of mechanics I'll go over quick about the game. You play as the cameraman, as you said, and the reporter lady has chances to die, and depending when she dies, they only have certain chapters that they're in. The one you start with, Anne, which is the story we're going to do, goes through all the chapters, but there's other ones that show up later if she dies and replaces her, and they only do specific chapters in between, depending on what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little weird as the story goes.
What is a Suda 51 game?
Yeah. He doesn't really take credit for it, so it might be better than that.
I read that he had the idea and he like gave it to someone and they went with it because he was making Killer 7 at the time.
Okay. That's why it wasn't strange enough.
Yeah, exactly. If he would have been there, he would have made it weird every day.
So the game starts out with you and your boom mic operator, Briscoe, who's your pal for the entire adventure. And then the reporter, whose name in the beginning is Pamela Martell. And she's reporting on the fog, and she hears like a scream off in the distance, and you goes and check it. And you find a woman yelling for help, and a monster jumps on this woman and kills her, and you all kind of run away. And Pamela starts yelling that you guys are cowards or whatever, and then she gets eaten by the monster.
Like, bitch, you ran away too.
Yeah.
You called a coward.
But anyway, she gets eaten, and then it kind of cuts away, and like a little bit later, it's you, and you're at the new Ann Anderson, and she's going to be your reporter. She takes over, and you're kind of like in a hotel, which I assume where you went after Pamela got eaten.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You got to get out of Dodge.
And there's like blood all over, and nobody's there. And they're like, we can't lose the scoop. We got to go out and report. We got to find something. And so the phone rings, oddly enough, and it's someone who's asking for help. And we're like, hey, let's go rescue them.
Would you have answered that phone?
No, I don't even answer my own phone. 2004, maybe I would have.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
So you go get Briscoe, and he's kind of sad because you find out either here or a little bit later that he was sort of in love with Pamela. I don't know if he was in a relationship with her or if he's just obsessed about her, but he's sad that she's dead and he's drinking. I think he's
obsessed.
Yeah.
From the later.
And you're like, hey, man, you got to sober up. We're going to go. And then some monsters attack, and the mechanic of this game is you point out where the monsters are and they'll shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just let the monsters attack and eventually kill the reporter if you really want.
I would also like to add here that Briscoe heartbroken over her death.
So sad.
And doesn't give a fuck about any of the other reporters when they die. Like, does not care. It's like, oh, they died. Oh, well, let's head on over to the, like, that
the
much.
voice
He
acting
not
is terrible in this too. That's why he's talking like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he has no remorse for any of it. He's like, doesn't give a shit. Thought that was an interesting character choice.
Well, yeah, the best reporter to him died first. So he's like, well, this is all fucking old hat now.
So you head towards the center building, which is, you got the call. That's where they said they needed help, in the center building. And on the way there, you find a news van from Zaka TV, which is the news company you work for. You're like, oh, let's go check it out. Maybe we'll find somebody to help us. Of course, it's empty. And then Pamela shows up, and she's all bloody, and she doesn't look so good.
Oh, she's still alive.
Yeah. Oh, she's still alive. Well, not for long, because she starts vomiting up monsters.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah. She vomits up like little leech-like monsters that come at you. And of course, you go find more dead people. And eventually, you stop Pamela from attacking, kill her, kind of. Or you can let it kill Ann Anderson. But I'm going to go with Ann Anderson's story where she lives. So you stop her. And then Briscoe kind of like does his sad, tearful goodbye to the fucking alien monster corpse.
Dude, when it was crawling on its back, that was fucking cool.
That was pretty cool, actually. It's like a crab walk, but it's only your feet.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of creepy. It was nice.
Yeah,
it was weird. Even for that era, it was creepy. Like, it pulled it off in an era of PS2. You know what I mean?
So you eventually get to the center building, and I just want to point out here that all these buildings you go to aren't in very good shape. Like, they're falling apart, and it's only been a couple of days that people aren't there.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I don't know. I think it's just...
Are these creatures, like, acidic? What's going on?
I like this. You find somebody, and I just put some dude's head explodes in front of Anne. He's like, oh, I'm going to die. And it blows up with leeches going everywhere. And she kind of runs. And eventually you get to the observation deck, which is where the person said they were calling from. And it's all foggy up there, too. Mm-hmm. And you hear someone start yelling. And he's like, help, I need help. And Anne's response is, don't worry, we're coming. We got a gun. We'll help you.
Oh, thank God.
This went on for so long.
Yeah.
This conversation between them, like, back and forth.
Yeah, she tries to, like, brighten her spirits up in our conversation. And the voice acting is just so bad. I don't think
this is the one where she's like Do not give up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're coming. Just stay there.
Oh, so bad.
In a video that wasn't super long to watch this whole thing, I was like, holy shit, how long is she doing this? It's like 2.5 minutes.
Oh, I watched the short video and I was like, I got to watch. I watched a 4-hour long video for this. So I got to see all the play between and stuff. And
I
so,
almost did just to hear all this voice acting. It's wild.
a lot of it's just running around shooting shit. So you eventually work your way around the building and eventually get to where the woman was. And there's kind of a monster already chewing on her by the time you get there. She's already dead.
Oh,
And there's like,
Oh, nuts.
yeah, you're like, there's an argument about what you should do. And Anne's like, film this. It's going to be great. And Briscoe's like, we got to save her, but she's kind of already dead. And you just argue for a little bit. And eventually you're like, all right, let's get out of here. We can't save this person. So you go to the elevator and there's a monster on the elevator.
God, no way.
And there's a little mechanic. You got to lure the monster off the elevator and then get on and go. And you can actually leave Anne here to die.
You can leave her to die so many times.
I know. I didn't even want to figure out how the other ones could die.
Yeah.
I assume it's the same way and what happens. But so you go back to Zaka's office to regroup and Anne goes away to change. And you can go and film. You can kind of do like creepy Suda 51 game type things like filming up people's skirts and shit. It affects your ending, but if you go and follow her while she's changing, you can see a monster goes to attack her and you can save her from it.
If you don't even go and peep on her, does she get killed by the
I
monster?
don't think so,
Yeah, that's what I was
but I
wondering.
wasn't sure. I didn't really care enough to go for it.
Yeah.
And of course, eventually the phone rings again, which is weird because you're at a TV place.
How do they know where to call?
I know. And it's like, hey, someone needs your help at the Brady nursing home. You're like, we'll go save them. So you get there, you drive to this nursing home and you get in and you just find some woman attached to a pool table. She's like chained to it. And she's like, I don't know, someone knocked me out and put me here. I don't think anybody else is in the building. And you're like, all right, well, we got to try and get her off of here. And it's just a puzzle where you got to go find pool balls. And once you find the pool balls, you can come back and free her from the thing. You have a certain amount of time here, though. If you take too long, she gets killed by a falling chandelier.
Sure.
Those damn
course.
rickety chandeliers.
Yeah. And she's also someone who can come back and replace Anne if she dies, if you save her here. She's just a reporter that worked for Zaka TV. And she's like, I don't know, someone must alert us here. And she's like, well, we got to help more Zaka teams. Let's go look for more survivors at the Miller Mansion.
That's where I'd go.
Yep, me too. Of course, you go to the Miller Mansion, you find some monsters and dead guys. And you eventually find another guy who's like half dead. I think he's missing half of his arm and leg.
Yeah, he's bleeding out.
And he's like, I killed my team by leading him here. Turns out he was the director for Zaka TV. And he's like, I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't want people to die. And he kind of just dies.
Oh, shit.
And then they go to this like church because they leave where he was because they just keep getting attacked by monsters in between these things. And Ann Anderson's like, every time she does this, she like starts a newscast and it sounds like it's the last one she's ever going to do. So she does that. And there's like lots of dead people and a monster attacks again. And they eventually drop a chandelier on the monster and kill it.
Oh, thank goodness.
Tight. Those loose chandeliers everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Just
This is Chicago. There's got to be at least one or two of them.
It's just shoddy craftsmanship, man.
Yeah.
It makes me think of that Futurama episode where Bender becomes a supercomputer and can see the future. And he just makes a list of chandeliers that are going to fall. And he's like, Zoidberg, take a step to the left. And he takes a step to the left and a chandelier falls on him.
Nice.
So they decide they're going to go back to Zaka TV headquarters and give the chief a piece of their mind
All right.
because she didn't let them go home when they evacuated and they all stayed to work, which is hard to believe that their union wouldn't let them evacuate. But whatever. Briscoe's like, I'm going to give her a piece of my mind. And Ann Anderson's like, I'm going to go check on my family, make sure they got out. So you split up and it's just you and Briscoe. And I don't know if this was on the video you watched, but in the transitions between chapters kind of in this game, it's just a black screen and it has like what you as the cameraman are writing in your journal.
Oh, no.
And as this happens for this part, you're like writing what just happened and how Anne went to check on her family. And it's just Briscoe in the background driving. He's like, I can't see. And he just fucking crashes. So you end up somehow from downtown Chicago on your way to Zaka TV, you end up in some kind of like wooded mountainous area.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? That was weird.
So you're just kind of wandering through the woods and you eventually come across a lodge And there's a woman knocked out there, just laying on the doorstep.
Sure.
And she's
Happens
like,
all the time.
she's like, I came here to meet my boyfriend who works for Zaka TV. It's amazing you guys work for Zaka TV. And I don't know how I ended up here. I'm just supposed to meet Dwight. And she's like, my name's Nina, blah, blah. And Nina takes the place of Anne in this chapter. And it starts to like rain and thunder. And they're like, well, Nina, you have the only car that works. We got to get out of here. And she's like, well, I'm going to wait for Dwight. And they're like, all right, how about this? We'll rest. And in the morning, if Dwight isn't here, we'll just leave. And if he is here, we'll leave anyway. So no matter what, we're going to leave him and with or without Dwight.
Solid.
And she's like, all right.
Great plan.
So you eventually just relax and you eventually like go upstairs and you find a dead body. And you're like, oh, I don't know who that is. And like monsters start attacking. And you're like, all right, let's take Nina's car and get out of here. And this whole time, Briscoe's acting kind of like sad and he's just drinking again. He's like, oh, I'm sad Pamela's dead.
Hey, free booze.
Yeah. So you and Nina go get the car, you come back, you pick up Briscoe, and of course more monsters attack. And Nina eventually like kills the boss monster for this stage. And they're like, all right, let's get out of here. And Nina's like, well, and Briscoe's like, hey, and in horror movies, we do all this shit and we stand here and someone gets attacked. And then all of a sudden the monster gets up and bites Nina.
Oh, she'll blow it up somehow.
Yeah, I'll blow it up from the inside with my shotgun. Don't you guys worry. You can go. It's a sack move where you assume you're going to live through the dot thing eating you.
It was a crazy explosion.
I know. It's just had a shotgun.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Is this thing's internal organs just flammable? It was weird.
So you take Nina's car and you go back to Zaka TV headquarters. Of course, you run into Ann Anderson at the doorway if she's alive.
She's like, I checked on my family.
Yeah, I checked on my family. They're all okay. I can't find my cat.
My cat's gone, but whatever.
I don't know why. That's just nothing you didn't have to put in the game.
That's such a weird detail that adds nothing.
I know.
I don't know.
I thought the
It's
cat was
so
going to be the
weird.
main boss at the end.
Yeah, I thought you'd at least run into it.
But nope, you never hear from again.
Well, didn't we just talk about this? We talked about that movie with Hugh Grant, how they fucking foreshadowed the scissors.
Yeah.
Heretic. And we talked about how annoying it was and how funny it would be if they did that and it never led to anything.
Oh, yeah, here they did it and it didn't lead to anything.
It'd be great if she kept bringing up the cat. Though.
Yeah, it would. It would.
Anyway, did you see the cat? No, stop asking people.
So, the three of you decide you're going to go upstairs and give the chief of Zaka TV a piece of your mind.
Why is she still here?
So you fight some monsters through the headquarters, and of course she's the only person still here.
Yeah.
You get to her office, and Briscoe starts yelling, and she's like, "You're a good reporter. I'm going to give you a promotion."
Well, you guys will stop yelling.
Yeah. And he makes some ridiculous demands too, like you gotta compensate everybody whose family died here, and you gotta go get them, and you gotta let us all leave. And she's like, fine. If you want them all to leave, go find this guy we had locked up a week ago. He's still here.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, why?
Stakes are raised.
I don't know. They forgot he was there, and they just left without him. His name's Glenn Buckland.
Great name.
It is.
And she's like, you go save him. There's a military transport coming. I'll get you guys on there. You go save him.
All right.
So you go to, he's kind of like at a library almost.
Yeah, he's locked in a library.
Yeah. So eventually you do all kind of shit in there, and you eventually get to the door. You open the door that he's behind, and he's dead. And the vent's open, and you're like, something must have crawled through the vent.
The cat, maybe?
Yeah, maybe the cat. Hey. Now it's all coming together.
Yeah.
And then you look at his notes, and you find that he was supposed to meet a Dr. O'Connor at Club Gotchi.
Oh, that's a tight club.
And so you go to Club Gotchi. You think you're going to go meet Dr. O'Connor. And this part is completely unnecessary. You get there. It's dark. You're like, I need infrared to get here. So you go to another place, get an infrared camera, come back. And then eventually you use the infrared camera to go turn lights on. And then you can go through Club Gotchi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever. It was a lot of unnecessary. You could have just stayed there. It could have been, the lights could have been on. But anyway, you eventually come to a room, and Dr. O'Connor's there. He's in the VIP room
Nice.
of this club.
Okay, of course. Why wouldn't he be?
Bottle service, right?
Yeah, doctor, right? That's part of the gig.
And he's like, yeah, the military is causing all this fog. And then you're like, well, you were supposed to meet Glenn Buckland. And he's like, oh, the military and the government and Zaka are making all these monsters are coming at everybody. And he's like, Zaka TV got so big because they have a patent for some DNA manipulation technology, which is a weird thing to throw out 2/3 of the way through the game.
Yeah, it's really out of nowhere.
It's a big conglomeration. It's
Yeah,
not just television.
Apparently the TV thing you worked for also makes bioweapons, which is what they were doing. He heavily implies they're bioweapons.
Yeah, he says they were to be used against the United States enemies.
Yeah.
So, Umbrella. This is Resident
Yes.
Evil,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's like, the monsters it makes are dumb and they're kind of pointless. They aren't a very good weapon. And he's like, so the government took all of our notes and stuff and left.
Yeah, he doesn't know how it's spreading either. He's
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
It's weird. It's not supposed to be spreading like this.
Yeah, and then he's like, I wish I was infected, but I am, and he turns into a monster.
There is a vaccine. I can't take it because I'll die.
Yeah. He also tells you here, here's a Chekhov's gun, that alcohol destroys these monsters. That's why he can't drink.
He said he lacks an enzyme to digest alcohol.
Yes.
Or else he...
But there are also another mechanic in this game is you
Yeah.
can find notes of research throughout the game.
Oh, yeah.
So you run away from him and kill him eventually. I just put Monster O'Connor.
Just fight him.
So you're like, man, Zaka was in a lot of conspiracy type things. Let's go look for the truth. We're going to go to the Forest building because that's where they sent other Zaka TV groups.
Like Adonis.
Yes, we'll go find Adonis, which is a great name.
It really is.
Why don't you name your kid Adonis? Adonis Scotch the Fourth.
Whoa.
How many news media groups are there?
It's just Zaka TV sent out a whole bunch of camera crews.
Okay, here's the thing though. Because when you're playing this game, your reporter can die.
Yeah.
Like it's possible. And then I think if I read this correctly, the level ends and then you just get to the next level with a new reporter and you go from there.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Right. They're not all on call right now. Oh, they're
Yeah.
on call, but they're not all in the field.
But like when you know your number like 6 on the death chart of who's getting called that night and that phone rings, like you're not even going to ask like, hey, what happened to the other 5?
Oh, we're going to talk about the reporter you get at the end. So we'll cut to that, Poppascotch.
So that was a setup. I planned that.
Oh, okay. Eventually you get to find Adonis, and of course he's changing and turns into a monster. You fight him. And Anne starts, if you have Anne through this whole thing, she starts freaking out because she's killed all these people she worked with that turned into monsters.
I would have been like, I always wanted to kill that guy.
And then you're like, all right, let's go find the vaccine that they have.
Right.
And it's going to be at the train station because that's where we're taking all the stuff the military took out. So you go to the train station, and of course, it's just fucking empty. There's like another empty Zaka TV van there. So someone got there before you.
When you see a dead person with a smashed vaccine.
Yep. And then you're like, oh, the vaccine is smashed, and the train station's empty.
Oh my God. Do you think there was an ingredients list on the side of that vaccine vial?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Was it?
And
That's lucky.
And it's that isn't how vaccines work.
Hell, it isn't.
It's just like the ingredients were like potassium chloride, sodium chloride, and like benzoate, like shit you just buy at a grocery store.
You can accidentally make this shit.
Yeah. You're like, hey, we can make this vaccine. Let's go find a convenience store.
Thank God it's that easy.
Yep.
We got a break, guys.
Yep. We're going to go to a convenience store and find these ingredients. And as you're walking out, you find some random dude walking around. He's like, my legs hurt. Can you help me up on the platform? So you could. He gets hit by a train if you don't.
Oh, yes, this guy.
And you also conveniently, Poppascotch, you find some bullets that can hold vaccine in them.
Oh, of course.
That's
They're
not
just lying
convenient.
around.
They were planned.
Yep. So after this, you fight some more monsters. You go to a convenience store, you find some Gatorade, and amazingly, Gatorade has everything you need in it. All the ingredients for the vaccine.
It's what plants crave.
Yeah. It's electrolytes, man.
Okay, so you know how the cure or the thing that can fight this alien thing is something that's very common to us, and that's what kills it. Is it dumber in this case that it's like this very easily makeable vaccine versus like the War of the Worlds when it was like the cold?
Or grabbers when it was alcohol.
Or signs when it was water.
Or the happening when it was plants?
No, it's not. It annoys me that they called it a vaccine, though. That's what annoys me.
You hate that word.
It's all kind of dumb, right? That's kind of what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just moves the story along.
Yeah.
So you start driving. You're like, we're getting out of here. And you're like, let's stop at a hotel to rest. Whatever. You stop, you rest. You wake up and you're like, let's go to the airport. They got to be coming into the airport, right? Mm-hmm. Well, then you get like you hear someone calling over the radio, like, yeah, we're coming in. Someone's got to turn the lights on for us. And like, all right, we're going to go to the airport. We're going to go see if we can find out a way to turn the lights on. Whatever. You get your way to the airport. And of course, the chief is there because she was also waiting for the transport. And all of a sudden, Pamela from the very beginning of the game attacks in the monster again.
Oh, God.
Whoa, she's back.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't die when you thought you killed her in the beginning.
Well, that's got to be good for Briscoe.
Yep. No, not really.
He loves that.
Anyway, so you fight Pamela again, whatever. You can either save her or not save the chief. And then some guy shows up and he's like, yeah, man, I just woke up. I was Dr. O'Connor's guinea pig. He did a lot of tests on me and stuff. And I just wrote, he talks a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out he was patient 0 for Dr. O'Connor's experiment.
Get the fuck out
And
of
he turns
here.
into a monster.
What?
After you shoot him with the vaccine.
Well, you shoot him with the vaccine, then he blows up into a bunch of leeches.
Yeah.
Pop, pop.
And the fog starts clearing. Like, hey, the fog's going away. He must have been the cause of the fog.
One little guy.
Yeah. And we can't turn the lights on, so
Stands to reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you go to the lighthouse because the airport isn't working. You're like, maybe they can see the lighthouse. You get to the lighthouse, and before you walk in, Anne's like, I can't do this. You guys got to go without me. I'm going to stay here. And she just sits down. So you and Briscoe start walking up the lighthouse.
It's like we were so close. What the hell are you doing?
I know.
I'm scared of heights.
And as you're walking up the warehouse, Briscoe starts throwing out conspiracy theories about Zaka TV and the Illuminati and stuff. And then, like, right when you get to the top, he's like, starts puking a little bit. He's like, oh, man.
That was blood.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been infected this whole time. And then he starts turning into a monster, and he kind of just like smiles and jumps out a window and kills himself. Tries to save you. And then
Zach, move.
you get to the top of the lighthouse, and there's 4 different endings here. 3 of them are pretty much the same. It's just someone like puts down the camera. It's you, puts down the camera and goes in front and talks about it. It's like, I want to tell you what happened. I know who caused this or something. And then you get shot in the face.
There was so many of the endings. I'm like, are these all the same?
Yeah, so it didn't matter what you recorded, except
Well, it
for
does.
the one.
Like if you record, like, it depends on how your guy acts. Like if you do all the erotic stuff, like on people's skirts and stuff, he talks all like Beach Boy bro stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, that was all. That was
Yeah,
the
that's
only difference.
Yeah, all 3 of them die.
They all get shot on camera.
And then apparently the really hard one to do, the ending, is just some guys like, I killed them all, I set them all up. And it was just ends that way.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, I forget.
Oh.
Look, it's me. I did it or whatever.
Yeah, if you do like the most immoral
Yeah.
shit and kill everybody.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the game. It kind of just ends with you getting shot in the face or being the guy who did it all.
And he never really closes any.
There's a couple of weird things that happen during the game, which have to do with the story, I guess. So I'll just cover them quickly.
Sure.
There's a couple places where you can find notes from someone named M to someone named D, and it's applied to the D is the chief of Zaka TV, and the M is a reporter.
Deborah?
Yeah. And it keeps talking about how someone is spying on them and they're doing all this stuff for things, and there's a spy among them or whatever. Kind of pushes all along the government plot idea. But then if you kill all of the news reporters, you eventually get to one. I think her name's Paula, and she's kind of psycho. She's a little crazy.
Yeah, she's very strange.
And
Okay.
you can also find videos of her like killing the people along the storyway. That wasn't zombies that killed them. It was actually her that killed them.
So was she
Interesting.
And
paid by Zaka?
that's kind of it. It kind of just ends. It doesn't really
It doesn't
explain
really
any
answer any of it.
of it.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of questions that aren't explained
Yeah.
during this.
It's whatever you can take from it, I guess.
Yeah, but that's it.
All right, that's it. That's the game. We did it. Let's go ahead and hop into our final thoughts.
All right.
So we'll start with you, Sir Chump Slap.
Me? Moi?
Did watching this video make you want to play some Michigan Report from Hell? Did the story work for you, or was it just a little half-ass shell? And what score out of 27 stars do you think you'd ring the bell?
Watching it, I kind of made me want to play it, but not really. I mean, you're just walking around with a camera. Did you have to watch the battery life on the camera? Did you have to pick up batteries or something? Because that looked annoying.
I don't think you did. I think it just goes down as the story goes on.
As the chapters go?
Yeah.
Okay. But I didn't like how you just had to point at things and other people shot them and shit. That was just kind of stupid. But if they like redid it, I think it would be neat to see all the monsters and shit and see all the ways you can watch people die. It's probably neat, but yeah, not really want to play it. But the story work for me? I guess, as it's just some weird happening going on and you're just you're a cameraman doing your job, just checking it out. Do you get the whole story? No. Do you get some of the things that are going on? Yeah. And then that's kind of like realistic how it would be. You know what I mean? You don't just get the whole fucking story spoon fed to you.
Sure.
So I guess it kind of worked. I liked how it was open. It didn't tell you anything really. You just assume Zaka's behind it somehow and the government's behind it. Because there's a CIA guy in there somewhere too who's just by himself like, this shit's fucked, huh? So out of 27 stars, I'm gonna give it a 7. You know, wasn't great, but I kind of liked what they were trying here, and I like the idea behind it, and I like how it didn't really tell you what was going on. So there you go, 7 for me.
All right, 7 it is.
Do you want some questions there, Scotty?
Sure, I'd love to. That sounds great.
Did watching this video make you want to work for Zaka TV?
Ooh.
Was the story pretty good, or did it kind of give you VD? And out of 27 stars, how many would you give this seed he?
Oh man,
Perfect.
you really
I
choked there.
could not think of anything.
Did watching this make me want to play it? I don't know. I think maybe in a very limited quantity of pointing the camera and pointing out stuff, I think it could be fun. But I see how it could get old with too much padding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe. Sure, it sounds weird and different. Did the story work for me? The story, I thought it was very interesting that the reporter didn't really matter in most cases, except for one. So the talent that was on screen just would get killed, and they're like, meh, whatever. Call the studio, get another one out here, and you can still move the story forward.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. It was a very strange format, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, there was only a couple of ways you could die, so I don't know if there was
Oh, really? I just assumed you were immortal.
no, there was a couple.
Well, I guess some of the monsters could kill you. Yeah.
There's only a handful. The news lady could die a lot more ways than you could.
Yeah.
And how do we feel about Briscoe? Because I don't think I liked Briscoe very much.
No, he was creepy as shit.
He was weird. He was creepy. And when he turned into a monster, I was like, yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
He's like, who cares? It fucking whatever. He's my
Yeah,
sound
the
guy.
animation did look pretty freaky. I thought Briscoe looked good when he turned into a monster. Whoever did that, excellent job. But overall, did the story work for me? God, kind of. Because you're confused about who did all the things and who did everything. You're just kind of getting pieces this way, which is a very strange way to do it, but makes sense because it's like journalism, uncovering the story. So what score would I give it? I think, I'm trying to go 8, but I can't go there. So I think I'm going to also do a 7.
Okay,
Ooh.
fair. I got some. Let me redeem myself here with scientist questions.
By all means.
Okay. Did watching this video make you want to pal around with Briscoe?
Awesome.
Was the story pretty good, or was it pretty shit from the get-go?
Oh, he thought about that the entire time you talked.
And out of 27 stars, how many for this game would you let go?
All right.
Perfect.
I wouldn't call it perfect, but it was
No.
good.
Much
It was good.
better.
Better
Much
than the
better.
last one.
Yeah.
Big improvement.
Did it make me want to play it? Not really, but I was intrigued at how the gameplay was.
Yeah.
Did the story work for me? It's kind of boilerplate zombie government experiment stuff, but it's kind of, I like how there was a mystery to it.
Yeah, you're
And
led to
go-
believe it's
Yeah.
boilerplate.
And then some of it, like the fog might have had nothing to do with it. It could have had something to do with it. You don't know if the plane crash has anything to do with anything that they were talking about in the beginning.
That's true. What if we're killing that guy and the fog was just going to lift that time anyway?
Yeah. Yeah. You never
Good
know.
point.
Yeah.
Good point.
I thought it was intriguing, at least. I do feel like they didn't finish. Like there was a lot of things that they wanted to finish up in the story and just didn't do. And they kind of released it before it was done.
I could see that. Like maybe they were going to make a sequel to
Yeah.
explain it
Because there's a
all.
lot of stuff that, like when Paula was doing it, it's kind of stuff that could have made the story a little bit more intriguing, but then it's not really touched upon more.
Yeah. And you might never see that if you don't
Yeah.
know about it. Yeah.
But what score would I give it? Guys, we got our perfect 7, I think.
Yeah.
A perfect 7.
Yeah, I had 7 written down for the entire time.
Nice.
I think it's an average story. It could have been better. It intrigued me a little bit.
Yeah. It definitely left something to be desired, but it's still good.
It still was not terrible. I watched it for 4 hours and it was split up over a couple of days.
I'd hope so.
But
Yeah, Jesus.
I didn't fall asleep while I was watching it, which I normally do on shitty ones. And I was kind of intrigued to see where it was going and getting along. So yeah, it's a perfect 7, I guess.
Awesome.
You're absolutely boilerplate storyline with shitty voice acting.
Right.
Well, if we want to go back to something similar, in February, we gave Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's probably up there. It's perfect system.
Similar.
October 17th, 2024, Luigi's Mansion got a 20. 2 weeks after that, Halloween, October 31st, 2024, Siren got a 21.
Damn. Yeah.
And it, from my notes, is our perfect. It's our 7th perfect game.
Really?
Yeah.
7th perfect game, and it's a perfect 7. Crazy, right?
What are the odds? But all right, if we got nothing else to say, let's go ahead and move into our cool down topic.
Ooh, let's chill.
Dr. Syintist, you picked the game, so it's on you to pick the cool down topic. What do you got for us today?
Well, I'm going to conversationstartersworld.com, and the first one it has is, hey, what was the last funny video you saw?
Funny video.
I'll tell you one that I just watched. Did you ever see the you know what Hot Ones is, where they eat hot wings?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever see the Key and Peele one?
No.
You should. It's pretty
That's
funny.
like one of the original ones.
Yeah,
It's old.
They can't handle their shit at all. And like you could see Peele just sweating as he's eating, and he's talking. He's not even making sense when he's talking. He's like, "I hate you, Sean. I hate you. I hate you."
Nice.
And they're talking about skits, and he's like, "What's the skit you wish was done?" And Peele's like, "Oh, remember that one where we were drinking all that water?" Oh, but yeah, check that one out.
All right.
And also one I've seen recently, since you were talking about Severance, Poppascotch. There's a comedy duo. I showed Chump Slap about called That's a Bad Idea. They do like short skits things, and they do one with like Severance. It was sort of like Severance. Like this guy's walking around, and this guy's like, "Hey," he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "We work together." He's like, "I don't know you." And he's like, "No, they do. You remember when we go out? We're gay lovers at work." And it goes on like that for like 5 minutes. He's like, "You go home to your wife, but you don't know what you did at work."
Yeah, there is a
those guys are
subplot. Yeah, well, you know, we don't need to spoil anything.
But you should watch their stuff too, Poppascotch. It's pretty. Some of it's pretty funny.
What was the name again?
That's a Bad Idea. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like sketch comedy.
Yeah, quick sketches.
YouTube.
Yes. It's like the other tubes that you watch.
What was the last funny thing you saw?
Have you ever seen the What You Watching guy?
What you watching?
No.
Okay, so I only ever see him come up in compilations. I don't know if he has his own channel or how this happens, but it's always in a compilation, and it's always a video that starts off like real spicy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then right before it's about to break into something like super spicy, a dude pops on the screen dressed like Jesus. And he goes, "Hey, what you watching?"
That's it?
Oh. And then
funny.
it cuts away. It's fucking hilarious because it's always out of nowhere. He times it very well.
Okay.
Like, "Hey, what you watching?"
Is it on YouTube?
Oh, yeah, it's on YouTube.
What you watching? All right.
That always makes me laugh. And also, I don't know, like in all these compilations we watch, whenever it cuts to a clip where someone's holding something in a pan, you're like, "Oh, it's just going to break and it's going to fall on the ground." And every time that's exactly what happens. I think we can stop putting those on the internet, guys. We've seen them all.
But you still watch them in compilations.
I know, but I'm like, because it's over quickly, but I don't want to see them anymore. I don't want to see you try to flip your omelet and the handle breaks off. I've seen it. I'm sorry. These are my strong feelings about this.
That's fair. I can't think of anything I've
You didn't
watched.
see anything funny?
No. I watch informative videos.
No. I also watched this video. I don't remember what it was on, but it's this like really Irish guy, and he's like, "Hey, I can't do an Irish accent, so you just got to imagine it's in an Irish accent." He's like, "Hey, we're getting a fucking Taco Bell here." He's like, "Tell me what to do." And he's like, "Is it spicy?" And he's like, "I think potatoes are spicy. So you got to be true." And he goes on like this, and he's like, "Oh, everybody's excited here. They don't know what to do." And he's like, "What should I try first?"
Potatoes are spicy.
I found a new YouTube channel that's very interesting.
Oh, yeah?
Have you heard of Oki's Weird Stories?
No.
No.
OKI, Oki's Weird Stories. And he does like a documentary style YouTube videos, and they're fantastic. They're great.
What do they do? Like,
Like comedy? Or
No,
the
it's not
actual-
funny.
oh,
I was just saying a YouTube channel I liked. 'Cause I forgot about YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But I did come up with two.
Well, I
that's two more than Chump Slap. Chump Slap doesn't watch anything funny, apparently.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I watch fucking stupid cooking videos. Watch magic videos.
Yeah.
I watch the Adventure Twins go spelunking in caves. But that's fucking it, man. I don't know.
Who are the Adventure Twins?
It's just a YouTube
Yeah.
channel where they just two brothers that go into fucking caves and just explore shit.
Yo, is Homestar Runner back?
Homestar Runner.
Strong
I don't
Bad?
know. I feel like I've seen it around recently.
Yeah, so have I. Like they've been popping up in my feed every once in a while. I don't know if they're making new stuff.
I don't know.
I have no idea what that
You have
is.
to check it. You would know it if you saw it. It's particularly strong bad.
I know what it is, but I know I never watched it. I
It
wasn't
was like
into it.
early 2000s meme stuff on YouTube and the internets.
Oh.
They have a couple videos. They have one posted a month ago.
No, that's new.
Huh, I'll be damned. Up to like a year ago, they have videos.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
2 years ago, I guess they're back. I don't know. They're still making stuff.
This does not look like anything I know.
I can't believe you never saw them before.
We've lived very different lives for being friends.
I'm pretty
guys.
sure I've watched videos of them at your house.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Yeah, it was probably 20 years ago. How would you remember?
Yeah, this was definitely like 2000.
Yeah, 2001 was the first video. Yeah.
I definitely remember watching them at Beansocks.
No, I've never seen that.
Man, I forgot that name. Haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, right. Wonder how he's doing.
I talked to, well, no, never mind. We'll talk off the air.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well then let's go ahead and land this one. If they have anybody out there has any links to some funny shit from YouTube that they want to send to Chump Slap, where would they send that to via email? Sir Chump Slap.
We sent it to plottytime@gmail.com because apparently I need some fucking funny shit in my life.
Yeah, really? You can't even think of something you watched in the
I
past
watched
week.
Sunny or fucking.
You could have said that.
It doesn't really count. Anyway, go ahead.
Dr. Syintist, if they want to get to us faster on the socials, how would they do that?
Plotty Time on Blue Sky, or stop by our subreddit and tell us what you thought of Poppascotch and Cooking with Marcus playing whatever game they're playing.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
This Sunday, 8 p.m., Twitch. Be there. It'll be awesome. Also, just go to our YouTube, like, subscribe there. It really helps us out. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Sandman, Drago, the Slago, Gamers, Little Playground, I Am Hanex, and Luis Guzman. Trust all reputable scientists, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.